Mute somehow, some way. Forget how to do it sometimes. Sasaku. Coming in live with Sunday THL Sunday Showdown. We have two fantastic casters tonight. And Turtle. How you doing, sir?
What's up? Doing pretty good.
Good. Very good. And we got the fantastic caster, Myanodon. Dawn. Long time
Hello.
veteran of Sunday Showdown.
I'm here. I'm ready. I'm excited. We got some bangers tonight.
He does.
Oh boy, do we. 4 insane players tonight.
Yeah, really gonna be fun to watch these games, and some interesting choices too, which I like. We are starting off the night with Pondering My Ape versus Bing Bong Big Top. Right now, Bing Bong Big Top 0-2 on the season as a team, 21 points total. Pondering My Ape 1-1 at 30 points. So, looking at that going in, you'd think it's going to happen one way, but it has gone the other. Currently on the week, 3 points total for Pondering My Ape after 4 matches, and Bing Bong Big Top at 16. With a win here, they could double their score for 2 weeks. They could more than double after 2 weeks in 1 week. So a big week for them. Pondering My Ape, a surprising loss, but I mean, looking at the players here, not that surprising. They're all very good, so it could go either way. But to see it so one-sided is crazy. But the match that we have left on in this matchup here is Heat Shock of Pondering My Ape versus Kalis Luna of Bing Bong Big Top. Talk to me, Turtle. You're excited about this one. What decks we got? What bands we got? How you feeling?
Oh yeah, actually don't have the bands pulled up, but I can run us over the decks so Heatchuck, he's got this really interesting pirate rogue. He's running Hook Tusk, which not a lot of people are running anymore, and he's also running Parlay. So maybe some combo disruption going on, trying to throw a wrench in Kaylee's Luna's decks. And he's also got this weird Anaconda druid going like full on for the combo, running Okani to try to counter whatever spell after the Celestial Alignment turn. Also running cards like Localar, the Ice Lord, for another 0 mana body to just slam down on the board post alignment. And then just two pretty standard decks in the aggro Demon Hunter, but he has added his own little heat shot twist. He's running cards like Metamorphin, which I've not seen a lot of this expansion. And then also his heat shock's last deck is this Mech Paladin running a card Conviction, another card we don't see all the time. So Heat Shock doing what he does best, throwing some spice and some pretty solid decks.
Yeah, no question. And that ban, though, so Heat Shock, we won't be seeing that Druid you were talking about. That was banned out by Luna. And on the other side, why don't you run us through Luna's decks? The ban that Heat Shock put out, you can still mention, obviously, the deck, but the aggro DH being banned out from Luna there.
Gotcha. Yeah, just super standard aggro DH. Not be seeing that. Makes sense. And then next, he's got his Control Warrior running the double from the depths. When that hits, it's a little bit less of a Control Warrior these days, more of a Tempo Warrior. So kind of funny to see that's how the Control Warrior build has panned out. And then another really interesting deck, been popping up into the meta more recently, he's got Boar Priest. A really interesting deck here. Pretty combo based, so if that lines up into the Pirate Rogue from Heat Shock, we might end up seeing some combo pieces either stolen or just stolen from Parlay, which would be super interesting. And then the last deck is the Drekthar Quest Hunter. So yeah, it looks like the 4 decks or the 6 decks that are left up are completely different classes and archetypes. So we're gonna have a super diverse series here.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. And then with those kind of more fringe picks in that Priest and the Rogue, I'm excited to see how it plays out. Haven't seen that matchup, that's for sure.
So how
Yeah, I don't think many people have.
But Rogue versus Priest I've not seen, and this Rogue specifically with the parlays, like you were saying, definitely haven't seen. So I'm really curious about that one.
How excited are you? Are you ready to see it now or now?
How about
Oh boy.
How about now?
How about now?
Yeah, that was great.
Does that work?
That works. So I'm just going to tell the players to start now. Then we can go now.
That's
So
perfect.
for our viewers, we're going to have Kalis Luna at the bottom of the screen, first to spectate for our casters, and Heatshot will be at the top of your screen. We do have player cams, so it'll take a moment for me to get those adjusted, but happy to see some happy faces from all of THL. So these guys going.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for viewers out there, if you hear me randomly shout or something, I do have the Sixers game. I'm sorry, I have to have it on the side here. If something crazy happens, you might hear some weird stuff. But
So-
hopefully not. Hopefully it's all good.
So really, my Amazon's playing NBA Jam all years, just for 3.
I just, it's the playoffs. It's 2-1 on the series. We got Joel back. I mean, it's a big game. I can't not have it on here. So apologies if I do randomly shout something.
There you go.
There you go. But hopefully, oh, come on.
Waiting.
How are we doing? Are we in? Are we?
We're-
Let's eyeballs.
We're preparing to
eyeballs.
battle friends. Yeah. So
All right.
eyeballs.
How's everybody's night going so far? While we wait.
Pretty good. I got a 3 a.m. flight. I got to pick. I got to get on.
Jeez.
Oh boy. Okay. That'll be fun.
Unlucky.
So no
For
sleep.
work, no sleep tonight. No.
Oh boy.
Casual
Yeah.
all-nighter.
The classic.
How did they do that to you? That's messed up. 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
for
dude.
work?
Yeah, it's for work. It's pretty
That's
fun.
crazy.
It's the only one. The other one was like sometime in the afternoon. I needed to be there for the morning. So anyway,
All right. Well, what can you do?
work is work.
I'm using this casting as a break from studying for finals, so that's always nice.
That's good. Yeah. No, I was getting some work done too just before this. But yeah, let's. What do you think while we're waiting again for these eyeballs? Any predictions on the first brings? Oh, we are in. Let's go.
We don't even need to guess. We've
No
got the
predictions
eyeballs already.
Well, why don't you do it before you click those eyeballs?
I feel like we're gonna get a paladin versus rogue.
Okay. Okay.
Is that even
You got-
possible?
It's not possible. Both are
No,
on the same
it's not.
side.
Heatshot is both.
Both are in Heatshot's deck.
Well,
But you
we
got the
did
paladin.
see a
You did.
paladin, yeah.
You did get one of the. You got the 2 out of 3 on one side.
We are going to see this mech paladin versus the control warrior from Kaylee's Luna. Generally, I was going to say generally pretty mech paladin favored,
Yeah.
but double from the depths in the hand from Kaylee's Luna. This is really good.
Yeah, depending on what's on the bottom of this deck, could be really, really massive.
Yeah, if we see like Mutinous, Nelly, Rokara,
Yeah,
stuff like that, this game could just be over.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you said, on the other side, really the matchup that Heatshot was looking for here, I think making the correct read, the warrior being the best into the other 2 options, bringing that paladin first, hoping to hit that warrior, and getting exactly what Heatshot wanted here. There's the Rokara, so no discount on her. There's the Mutanus we were talking about, though, as an option. Could wait for the next from the depths, maybe go for that Outrider's Axe here.
Yeah, I feel like Outrider's Axe here is just the pick. Get that for 1 mana, can do that plus from the depths next turn. Get the 1 mana Mutinous in the hand. I don't think he's going to need a rush on this Mutinous anytime soon. He can just hold on, wait till next turn.
Yeah, and with the Bran, the following turn, you can get that double munch with the cheap Mutanus. I like that play so far.
Yeah, that Mutinous is going to go really nice into Mech Pally, because if they get any hand buffs, that's just extra Mutinous value. That's going to be a really nice way for Haley's Luna to win this unfavorable matchup.
Yeah, Kalis Luna taking some time here just to decide, but I think probably the debate here with the Outriders Axe or the Rancor, I would guess, to pick up here next. I like the Axe personally, just like for the things we said. It looks like Luna going with that. Has the From the Depths, like we said, next turn with that Axe swing.
Yeah, the Axe swing go really awkward here. Won't actually be
Really
able to clear up
awkward.
any of these minions.
Yeah.
I imagine we're just going to see it bump into this automaton to soften it up for next turn. Yeah, probably just gonna have to see this from the depths come down to get the 1 mana Mutinous in hand.
Yeah, I still like that line here. Obviously, it's starting to feel a little bit of pressure with these Divine Shields. But maybe with that
Looks
axe.
like considering hero power instead of from the depths here.
Yeah,
Eating
shield block
shield.
actually being played. Setting up, like you said here, the automaton. I guess this is kind of a similar play. As long as this doesn't get too big, we need to dodge 3 mechs, which is pretty tough to get off.
Interesting
Okami
Okami here.
could counter this from the depths. Yeah, and it is going to be the spell
Goes
counter.
for spell. Yeah, with no.
Does get the shield slam off the top, though, to be able to get that countered instead. Luna, no hesitation there.
Easy Mutinous. Now we're gonna have to see if Luna wants to slam Mutinous here or wait for the brand, and he does just go ahead and play it.
And
Only eating a Trog though.
yeah, a little unfortunate there. The result needing to kind of fight for board here. And now gonna see this radar detector or this gorilla bot here to just start making things complicated. Detector will pull that Sunken Moon catcher.
A Conviction here also getting really close to lethal.
Yeah.
With 8 already on board, adding 6 to that, 14. So
Getting very
could
close. Radar detector pulls. It looks like quite a lot. So 4. A full 5 radar detector.
That's
That's
insane. Could double
pretty good
trade
here for Heat
coin
Shock.
Bubble Bot as well if Heat Shock wants to. Just
Yeah,
get a
looks like we
really
might be
annoying
going that
board.
direction.
Yeah, this is a super strong board. Pushing the 2 as well. I believe this is setting up for lethal with Conviction. Actually, my bad. 1 off with just the Conviction.
Yeah, this play gonna play around it a little bit, get the taunt and the draw here. Has the
Tool
Ricard
Teacher
next turn.
also a nice pickup, yeah. Chaos Luna with some tools to be able to stabilize here.
Really, it's not too heavy.
But that's a huge banner, man. Picking up the smite as well. Yeah, and this Mooncatcher gonna be really tough outside of a top deck brawl for Luna to deal with.
Yeah, and the brawl not found here. Gonna just have to, looks like, play this Ricard. Really awkward that 1/1 in the way as well. What are our alternatives? I mean, next turn we have the brand school teacher and play one of them. Is not bad. Maybe we get some good spells off of that. Can help us stay in it. Right now, though, I think just really looking for shield shatter, maybe, along with this heavy plate. Could help get through some of this. Or the first buckler. All right, so a couple of options here for Heat Shock. Pretty much not quite lethal. It looks like we have 5, 10, 14 plus the smite is 17, another 7. So yeah, not quite enough with just that.
Mm-hmm.
And no way to do the smite with the conviction this turn. But that is setting up quite well for next turn. So really, it's just a question of what Heat Shock wants to commit here. Looks like we're going to go in on the automaton and a gorilla bot at least. Maybe one more here just to get it out of that 5 attack range in case there is. Yeah, it is going to be the case. Going to play that Annoyatron as well. Get it out of that 5 health range for the shield shatter. But with those divine shields, it's going to be really tough to get through as is. Needs to find like shield shatter off the top. That's not it. Heavy plate can try to draw something here. Shield shatter is picked up.
Though.
That is a pretty good pickup here. Has the buckler to get it active. Can also combo that with the Drake. Yeah.
Well, yeah, to be able to clear off something. These 2 6 health minions though are pretty awkward.
Yeah, it's an interesting question here too. Like, has to probably end up.
Yeah, Shield Shredder looks really good here, but it only actually kills 2 minions without anything else.
Wow. So actually gonna try to get a. None of these
Oh,
really.
wait, Snowden might do something, but there's no damage minions. Snowden doesn't even work right now.
So you play the buckler and the shield shatter. Snowed in will kill off the 1 health minions after that, but
I think
right.
that's the only option, right? The others just leave him dead, so
Yeah, I mean we still have both of these 5 attack minions on the board, but the Snowden does clear off the 4/1.
and just gets that Frost Nova effect to buy another turn.
Yeah, good pickup there for sure for Luna. But starting to run low on options, we do have an amalgam, so could try to chain maybe some Drakes
Right.
here in a little
There's
bit.
no way he Chuck gets 5 twice in a row, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, how many cards are not mechs that we haven't seen so far? We've got one jewel kit. There's only one jewel kit. There's 2 trogs. We've seen 1 trog. So that's 2. We have both radar detectors.
And there's an any storm
We have
color as
1
well, and the
Bannerman.
Carriel.
I think we have 1 Bannerman as well, and the Battlemaster. So not too many left, but yeah, found all of the ones. It must be like just the next 4 cards are non-mechs.
And 9 draws with 2 radar detectors this game. Absolutely crazy. How about as well 3 really solid options here.
Yeah, gonna take a second here to decide. Mooncatcher just more gas.
Ooh, Nelly probably. Yeah, Nelly definitely doesn't do it. Luna here is going to need an absolute miracle of this Amalgam of the Deep to try to stay alive this turn.
Yeah, I think it's got to be this Drake into one of the, like the 5/3s or the 4/5. And then
Even
amalgam and hope. I don't even know what you can get off of that to keep you in this.
yeah, I think that might prevent lethal on board, but this Smite plus Conviction in hand is definitely going to be lethal in the counter swing.
Yeah, just not able to find a lot of those board removal tools, and of course the divine shields making it difficult as well. All right, let's see what 3 cost dragon could do it. I mean, that's a good one to pick up, but it's not going to be enough here. Goes for the removal of that 2 attack minion, and now we're looking at
With a Battlemaster as well, if the Smite Conviction already wasn't enough. Yeah, Conviction Battlemaster
alone, I think, is enough. So
it is way over lethal here for Heat Shock.
And there you go. I mean, not too unexpected. I think Luna able to find a few of those tools, but not quite enough there. Mech Paladin, not too surprising, gets through the Warrior.
Yeah, those Divine Shields are just way too awkward for Warrior to deal with outside of the Brawl. And even though we did see quite a few cards from Luna there, Brawl not being one of them.
Yeah. Well, that means I think we're probably going to see that Warrior once again. It lines up pretty nicely into this Hunter or the Demon Hunter and the Rogue remaining here. The Rogue could be weird with the parlay, but you know, that's just going to be...
Should be pretty easy for the Warrior.
Yeah.
Unless parlay and Hook Tusk take like exactly like all of the win conditions, like Kazakus or Kara, and have to hit everything. But I think definitely more chances of winning than the classic just full on aggro Pirate Rogue.
It looks like players are ready to go. And it is going to be that warrior once again, and the rogue we were just talking about there for Heat Shock. Not too surprising, I think. With those parlays, maybe has a few more percentage points.
Ooh, and
Then that
speaking of
Demon Slayer.
parlay, we're gonna see one in hand. Do you think he ever keeps it here?
That's a good question. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Certainly something. There's some hits for the
How does
warrior.
I
that
haven't
would-
really played with parlay. How does it work? Do you? It goes into their deck, right? So if they get the parlay, they can do it back.
Yeah, it essentially just swaps the parlay with whatever card. So
Right.
Heatshock would get a card from the warrior deck, and then the warrior would have the parlay shuffled back in.
Right. Yeah.
So
So you do
technically
also
could
want to be
just
able to
pass it
play the parlay. If you want to steal something important to the deck, then you want to be able to play it as well. Then I guess if it's in your hand, it can't
Yeah,
be.
if it's in your hand,
pulled.
it's safe from the parlay. It only
Yeah.
pulls from deck.
There you go. All right. That makes sense.
Makes
Good knowledge.
makes me want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Parlay.
Yeah,
Captain
interesting
Jack.
pick here. Is Heatshock gonna go for the more tempo plays or just bank on
Yeah.
another dredge? He does have that swordfish to dredge for the Mr. Smite, so that will not be stranded.
Yeah, it looks like it was the fillet fighter here picked up.
And I mean, if like swordfish just comes down to Mr. Smite, Heatshock is representing an insane amount of damage here.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be on an 8 damage smite plus then 12 from this weapon. Like, he's already threatening pretty much lethal in this. Hope he can find a way to deal with this, which obviously we see that he has Viper in hand, which is gonna be huge for him wanting to survive in this game.
Yeah, I think that Viper might be the key here to staying alive in this game long enough to turn things around. We'll see if that does happen. Heatshock still with a lot of pressure. Weird turn here, though. It looks like we're going to go for the fillet fighter trade.
Yeah, now finally is out. Redder's X coming down to be able to deal with some of this board.
Wow. On the other side, though, Heatshock only 2 damage off right now. Could just set up with a wicked stab here. Because next turn we have the smite for. Oh, I'm sorry, we were 6 damage off, but next turn we have the smite, so could set it up here with the wicked stab, or just hold back, build that board. Smite off the top for 8 should probably be enough.
Ooh,
There is
the
no
Lay
removal
Fighter is a
here.
really nice pick up there. Represents 4 damage off Mr. Smite if Heatshock decides to choose it. Do you think about
Yeah,
Bootstrap
absolutely.
Sunken here? Heatshock
Wow.
just saying he has enough burn damage. The only way he loses this game is if Luna armors up and removes the board. So just kind of playing around that situation, taking a more value-based card.
Yeah, on the other side, though, no board clear just yet. Gonna probably have to see this heavy plate, maybe along with Frozen Buckler, just to survive. Don't think Kalos Luna's gonna know about the smite in the hand, but should maybe start being worried about that the way this game has been going. Also just dead to the Wicked Stab right now without armoring up at all. So looks like we are going to go for the Frozen Buckler. So I think we may.
We're
Oh,
also going to see the Finley come down.
wow. So
That's
Finley here.
crazy. Because like next turn he could have just gotten Coin Rokara if
Well,
he
it
doesn't
could.
Finley.
The Finley could find you the board clear, right? That was maybe the debate. It looks like we're going to go with the Forge and Flame, also an option to find the Shield Shatter.
Doesn't find it off this.
Doesn't
going
find
for
it
the
there. This
Finley.
should nearly guaranteed. It's not quite guaranteed, but quite a lot of chances. There's the
Yeah,
Shield Shatter. Gonna use it here. So I think that was the idea there. Does find it. And no threat of dying, just to the smite.
Krakatoa picked up though. That's a lot of tempo from Heatshock if he decides to play it. Could also just go for the Edwin to draw some cards, but I think he is gonna go for the Edwin. Does he just instantly brick? No, finds the Wicked Stab. That's actually a pretty nice pickup. Just chipping on some of this armor. Only essentially one armor left for Luna here.
Yeah, oh boy. And
No
we know all
armor
the
gain in the
armor.
hand.
Yeah, I mean, we just tossed a bunch of it away, right? We could find it off of from the depths, but no way to
No way
draw
to.
it this turn.
Yeah. Does have the option to hero power into double shield
Double
slam,
shield
but that's a
slam, yeah.
very
Ooh.
expensive removal.
Yeah, and that ends up being the whole turn here. We'll see if that is the play, though. Like we said, no armor gain. Gonna be wary of that smite. And it looks like we are gonna just have to do it. And Luna's saying, I cannot afford to leave this up. I am dead on board. I know. I feel the smite coming. Either the smite or these wicked stabs could come off the top and finish me off if I don't get rid of this. There is some more reach, though, with that swordfish found.
Swordfish. No more vipers in the deck, so this swordfish is going to represent a huge problem. Because we know, like, all of the remaining armor gain cards essentially are
bottom
left
10,
with the
right?
bottom 10. So
Yeah.
no real way of Kobe getting it to them without a, like, from the depths pickup, which won't even draw the card immediately. They
Okay,
go for the
looks like
vessel instead.
yeah. Heatchalk saying, you know what, this is potentially more threat. I can get the swordfish next turn if I want, pull the other half of the vessel and give damage pushing that way every turn. Right now, I saw that you didn't have armor gain. I saw what you did just to remove one minion. I'm gonna play two minions here, apply that kind of pressure. We do know we have the Nelly on the other side, which should help a little bit, but currently still pretty awkward. So it looks like we're gonna go for From the Depths. Can find a 7 cost Onyxia is pretty good. Buckler also really valuable, of course. And looking, yeah, it looks like we're just gonna play this Drake to try to stay alive. How much damage do we have on the other side, though? Is that just lethal? We have the 8 from the smite. We could double trade and the Wicked Stab, or this with the Wicked Stab, and that is going to be the game going to Luna. I mean, to Heatchalk. Didn't even need those parlays at all. Just smorking with the pirates, finding the smite early, buffing it with that weapon, and just continuing to go face. On the other side, Luna, without the removal tools, having to kind of sell the whole the whole house just to try to find one of those shield shatters, and then kind of stranding all the rest of the armor gain at the bottom. Really, really unfortunate, but trying to find the right line there and unable to do it. Heatchalk taking a 2-0 lead here. Really, really important here for Pondering My Abe to kind of secure some points here on the week with a really tough week.
Yeah, and it was Luna just running it back with the Warrior as expected. This is the best matchup for him, so hopefully it doesn't just get swept here.
Yeah, it could certainly happen. I mean, this is the fear of a lot of the meta here with that Demon Hunter. People complaining about this deck, although this is a little bit of a different build here with the Metamorphins. Like you said, could be good, could be. We'll see. I mean, we're also running Battle Fiends. You don't see in all the lists either, so we're kind of going for that more aggressive early, and then the follow up maybe not as big. Your Drekthar is not as big. No Vipers or anything to try to remove weapons or get value that way. It's a little bit more bare bones. We'll see if it's going to have enough reach here for this Warrior. Currently, Bell
also
Barrage
not even running the Lady Steno in this list.
Yeah.
Which is really different than a lot of the ways that Demon Hunter tries to win with just a lot of burst with Demon Hunter Kurtrus.
Yeah, no Lady Steno. A lot of damage through that as well. So trying really to go for that aggressive route. It's going to come down to, I think, what a lot of this could draw. We are just ripping and roaring. Another Shield Shatter available. 7 cost Onyx is pretty nice, but needs something a little bit sooner here in this matchup. Shield Block can help activate the shield shatter. We do already have a heavy plate though to do that as well. What are you thinking here?
I mean, if the 7-mana shield shatter is picked up, that'll be free off of the heavy plate. But also,
Yeah.
0-mana shield block is always nice. Just cycling cards, getting that 5 armor, which against a lot of Demon Hunter decks, it might just be the difference. What did he end up choosing there? I didn't catch
Choosing
it.
the shield shatter, yeah. So
Yeah, with the heavy plate in hand, I think that does make a lot of sense, just for that
free
free
shield shatter.
guaranteed damage. This Felbrage, though, doing 5 damage here with the 1 from minion.
Yeah, Outer Zach's able to be used here, though, not feeling threatened quite yet. Not threatened enough quite yet to rip that heavy plate shield shatter. Does also want to get some more draws going.
When Nixian Drake, another nice pickup, just removal plus a taunt is a real good way for Warrior to stop a lot of the damage from Demon Hunter.
It is tricky, though. We'll see. This Chaos Strike is going to be, looks like, used here, though. With that, Onyxian Drake could be a risk when you find the weapon. We don't see the weapon just yet, but the glaive can, finding those taunts actually ends up hurting you more in this matchup sometimes.
Chuck does find his Bone Glaive. So that represents 10 damage there if Kaylee's cannot find the Viper, which is not quite have yet.
Yeah, does not quite have it. Gonna actually tank this to draw some more.
There's
Has
3 damage coming in, going down to 9 health.
Yeah, shield block hero power here will represent some more health.
Gonna be a nice from the depths, right? That's gonna be a 4-mana Onyxia if he takes it, just completely winning overboard. Already seen actually, no, we haven't seen this Puffer Fist come down, so Puffer Fist, a nice little counter to all those 2-1s if Luna does decide to pick that up. Yeah, Heat Shock's got down 11.
A lot of damage represented on the other side as well. Is it ever? I mean, we can guarantee getting it with the Forged in Flame if we want.
Does pick the 0-mana Brand. Yeah, that's gonna be really good with the School Teacher in hand. Gonna be able to play both of the Nogglings for double Battle Cry. If those hit like Shield Blocks or stuff, that just probably
that
game
could be
over.
Huge. Yep. I think that's exactly what we're looking for here. Kurtrus coming out, 6/4s online, has to find a way to answer these. We do have the shield shatter, so that should be no problem. But looks like
will he shield shatter first or after? Looks like he's just gonna slam the School Teachers, figure out what spells. Oh no, reconsidering it. Can I go for the shield shatter? There's no way you shield shatter first, right? It's always hero power then shield shatter because he's just free 2 armor.
Yeah, it's just free 2 armor, right? Yeah, if you're gonna do the shield shatter first, you always hero power.
All right, yeah. Looks like he caught himself there before he made a misplay.
But gonna be able to get one of these off as well. It's pretty nice.
And there's no
shield block. There
shield
we go.
block is
Double
crazy.
Shield block should do it, and the other one
and
is
from the depths as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's just a stabilization that this Control Warrior finally needed.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is going to be quite a lot. I think maybe Luna was considering there, if we did get something like Shield Block, the Shield Shatter we can do after, but then we lose our whole board, so that is why we went the other way.
Yeah, forcing Heat Shock to find a way to deal with this Brand as well, it's going to be nice rather than just clearing it himself, because if we don't see this Brand cleared, like double Nelly representing a ton of pirates, or just this other Naga to double the battle cry. So yeah, it does make a lot of sense that Heat Shot goes off, clears off this Brand. Just way too threatening.
Yeah, it does leave up the 5 attack minion there though. So we'll be able to make some trades. We do also have the Onyxian Drake, which can clear off one of these.
I think just as long as Luna finds a way to just deal with this board without taking any more chip damage, which he should be able to do. Yeah, just the shield shatter coming down.
Why not?
Gonna go from the next. This is a 1-mana Onyxia here. Yeah, I imagine that's what we're gonna see.
Yeah.
No way to
punch off
draw
into
it this turn,
forged.
but could
No,
just
you
go
could
Nelly
forge,
here.
right? You could forge. You could draw it, play it right
Could
now if you want.
forged.
If you want, you can. So don't say there's no way to draw it. There was.
Yeah, I forgot about that forge in the hand, but yeah, we're just gonna see the Nelly come down instead, and Heat
Yeah,
Shock
that's
knowing he has
good
no way of
to do it.
winning that game.
All right, so able to secure one of those wins here finally. Luna with that win. Does mean we have the Priest and the Hunter left to try to beat this Demon Hunter. What do you think we'll see first into this matchup? What do you know? I think maybe good players would say Boar Priest. I'm not sure. I feel like this is a tough matchup still for Boar Priest. You're really trying to ban the Demon Hunter, but
Yeah, and this specific build of Demon Hunter, normally it's kind of favored into Quest Hunter just because you have that damage from over the top. But this list runs a lot less of that. It's more minion
yeah,
based.
that's
So
true.
maybe
It
Quest
is going to be
Hunter's
that Hunter.
better.
Yep.
The one little exception to that is this deck is running Iron Deep Trog, which most Demon Hunters aren't. So if Heat Shock can find that, then that'll be really good. But does not look like he found it in his mulligan. Yeah, Barb Net's just gonna be so efficient if you can find a Naga to go alongside. Yeah, I think this build of
Oh, and
Demon
there is
Hunter's
the
a lot
Trog.
worse. Trog picked up, but also Barb Nets can deal with 2 Trogs with a Naga. Also a Dragonbane shot. Just playing it on 1 though, so won't be able to play the quest, but
Yeah, just going to use the Barb Nets here to get rid of it, not deal with any shenanigans.
yeah,
Get it
didn't
out
like
of the way.
wound prey the 1/1.
Right.
Not actually removing it. I've seen people do that before,
Oh,
but
no.
I don't think a former Grandmaster would make that mistake.
My blood boils for war.
Yeah, this wound prey or a king shot even now will be able to clear. Ooh, gonna go coin the Dragon Main instead. That makes sense. Just get the honorable kill while he can. Next one will be able to go wound prey plus Dragon Main shot on this
Yeah.
1/3 as
cycling.
well. And it's
Love
super
putting
far
those
through his
wound prey
quest.
cycling, yeah.
Each scar.
Now can even just Dragon
looking
Main
good.
shot the 2/2 and then wound prey down the 1/1s. Hardly taking any chip damage so far. Quest Hunter is really
Yeah,
happy.
no kidding. Only taking 2 damage at this point. This is looking like a Quest Hunter win if I ever seen one, but we'll see. Drekthar could turn things around, but it might be a little too late. And no Drekthar obviously in the hand just yet, but it's also with this list, the Drekthar's not quite as powerful. You have a lot of low rolls.
Yeah, like even a Director coming down on curve, still not easy, but easier to deal with from the.
Yeah.
Deciding where he wants to do this. Like the instinctual play is just send it into the 1/1, but I think this makes a lot of sense. Setting up the Dragon Main shot for another honorable kill, just getting maximum value out of that while your hand is just 2 damage fills. I like this line a lot from Kayla's Luna. Yeah, this is another really nice turn. Can just honorably kill the 2/2 and then hero power down and honorably kill the Metamorphin as well.
Yeah, that's going to be very good.
Could consider going double Arcane Shot here just to get Tavish in hand. I actually like that a little bit better.
Yeah, it looks like that
now
is
that
the
he saw
direction we're
Arcane.
going.
Wow, we're just going to see a completed 7/7 on turn 5. Wow. Just absolutely turboing through this quest. So at 22 health as well. This is going almost perfectly from Luna over here.
And on the other side, kind
And
of
a
out of
brick
stuff for
draw.
Heatshock. Oh boy. I mean, do you just play everything and say, okay, I guess we'll see what happens?
I just have to. Definitely attacking. Gonna hold back.
Gonna
I
hold
mean,
back
no
everything
real
else.
point playing. Because Predation is probably gonna be free later on, so I don't really have to play it yet. But yeah, Kurt will just barely be able to clear off this Tavish. I'm not gonna be face taking 7 from that. Okay, wait, Bone Glaive picked up. That's 10 damage there. If no Viper is seen, but obviously So he does have Viper in hand. It's only going to be
Reduced
5.
T. Yeah.
But maybe Heatshock strings together some draws to get there. He's going to have to string together those draws really quick now that Quest Sword is online from Luna.
Yeah, with the Ferocious Howl in hand as well for Luna, it does mean that we have some draw potential if we need it. But yeah, I think we're looking, Heatshock just maybe considering, I don't know, what are we considering here? Are we considering the Bone Glaive online this turn?
I mean, maybe Boneglaive is like really scary though, because you're saving
Yeah.
up 7 damage. But maybe the Dredge is valuable enough. No, just gonna be the Kurtrus though, the safer play.
Yeah, feels a little bad, but you do get that upgraded hero power online. On the other side, a little awkward of a draw, but it looks like toss away this Viper, so that's gonna be pretty nice for the Bone Glaive on the other side. Raj actually going to be played here as well, so going for the minion tempo, has a lot of stuff to do next turn with that Raj to push some more damage as well. Oh, the taunt, so good here. Oh, what do we take here? Multi-strike.
Piercing shot can be a lot of damage if the Strog is played.
Yeah, and the Heatshock aware of that potential, just holding back.
Yeah, he's not being able to kill off this minion is gonna be a ton of damage here. 6 at least. This isn't just lethal, is it? I don't think so. It's
I don't think so,
probably
yeah.
close.
Double quick shot and Furious Howl in the hand, a little awkward, but looks like we are just gonna rip the ones that we can here, and the Dragonbait shot as well. So no holding back here. As much damage as possible. Heatshock still alive here, but definitely in a tough spot here. Don't know that we have any heal in this deck, do we? Don't think we run any, so it's gonna have to come down to these next couple turns. Predation gonna be used here just to keep things going. And then
Yeah, this is just lethal
yeah,
from Luna, right?
it absolutely is. Would have taken a miracle on the other side. Having 2 cards in the hand, there was likely to be lethal regardless. And now that is a 2-2, so able to come back here. Luna just trying to sweep this Demon Hunter. Only the Priest remaining. We are going to see that Demon Hunter versus Priest here to finish things off. I honestly could see it going either way. I mean, this Priest, if it's able to get to the Pyromancer turns, it's able to heal a lot, it gets Xyrella. It can clear off these boards from the Demon Hunter, and like you said, this one just doesn't have as much reach, it feels like, as some of the other builds. It does have double Bone Glaive, which is nice, but it takes a while to get there, and it just doesn't have as much of that those kind of powerful minions early on to push the damage. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if you get like a Battle Fiend or something to start going off, or like a Slither Spear pretty early, that could be something. But the other side does have Switcheroo, which is always a good one to have in the hand for Luna.
Yeah, Desperate Prayer also might be nice, along with like a Xyrella off Switcheroo. Illuminate also just always a nice draw.
Yeah, on the other side, I think we're looking for 1-drops. None of these are too exciting to me.
Yeah, we have like pretty much 4-drop or pretty much 3-drop, and then
Yep. And then
Fell Barrage is
Barrage.
not the best.
Yeah, so gonna toss the whole thing. We do find a Battle Fiend though. That will be some early damage potential. There's a boar. Handmaiden in the hand to start is also very, very nice. Could play this boar here on 1. Coin Switcheroo, Handmaiden, start doing some wacky stuff. like it is going to be that board to start things off, though. Ooh, that's a nice pickup there. Another
just gonna
battle
be able
theme to
to
continue
shoot.
pushing, pushing some damage.
We do see the Shard of the Naru in hand from Luna. If he wants to just go ahead and stop all of this damage increase. You just have to do, depending on what comes off this Illuminate. It's
Yeah,
just
looks
representing
like
so much damage. 6 on their own.
oh, interesting. Not quite good enough. I think you're right. I think it has to be the shard, but what are we taking here?
I mean, Gift is probably the better card, but Thrivos gets reduced by 2 instead of 1.
Yeah.
Oh, goes
looks
ahead
like
and
we're going
picks
for the Devour.
the Devour. I did not expect that at all. And it's gonna point out the switcheroo
Yeah, do we
instead.
find a Pyro here is the question, I guess, as well. We do find a
Oh,
Pyro,
finds
so
the Pyro.
gonna be able to Pyro into that Shadow Word Devour next turn.
That's gonna be huge. If Heatchalk does decide to play this Pufferfist here, that will contest the Pyro.
Yeah.
And not die.
Hard to. I don't think we're gonna see that. I think we're probably gonna see the Barrage and Hero
Yeah.
Power. It's hard
Spell
not to
Barrage
Hero
plus Hero
Power for
Power
Heatchalk.
makes
Yeah.
way more sense. Hero Power does 3 damage on its own.
Yeah, and Fell Barrage, I mean, push the damage. It's not bad either. We know they have a lot of heal, but good utilization of mana. Pushes all that damage with that 1 Hero Power. Like you said, 1 mana deal 3 seems pretty good. I'd play that.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna trade off Shard first, just to see if there's anything better, but ooh, Zyrella picked up with a Desperate
Zyrella's going
Pair
to be
as
nice.
well.
Yeah, that's going to be nice later on, but right now it is going to be that Pyro plus a Devour. Clears off the board. And on the other side, ooh, a little awkward. Has the Spectral Sight off the top, so going to be using that here. Can we find a Naga to play with this Predation? Not quite.
Predation's probably just gonna see the Trog Hero Power come down.
Considering Spectral Sight, just for the 1 draw, it's kind of stranded right now, but yeah, it is just going to be that Hero Power, and it looks like holding back the Trog.
Handmaiden is active now, gonna draw 3.
Yeah, that's really nice, especially with that second Handmaiden in the hand as well. Gonna find some cards to be
Flashlight
able to play
and
with it.
Switcheroo, yeah. Luna just finding so much just resources now. 10
Yeah.
points of healing, 2 different forms of AoE. It's gonna be really hard for Heatchalk to close out this game. Does find that Naga though.
Are you smelling something? You know what I'm smelling a reverse sweep. That's what I'm smelling right now.
I think you might be right. Yeah, we had to see the Predation go into the Wild Pyromancer. That's 3 points of damage that isn't going face.
Yeah, and this to trade off. You're just taking the 1 damage. We have the Zyrella to follow up. We can flash heal Zyrella next turn. Clear off this board, heal up nicely, play a 4/4. Chaos Luna, no hesitation, instantly playing that. Your turn. Let's see what you got. Heatchalk on the other side does find a solid pickup here in that Dead Prison Glaive, or Dread Prison Glaive, but no great way to use it. Let's see if we end up on Predation face here. I think we need to just push the damage. Oh, we are going to actually go with the Spectral Sight this way, trying to get the... so holding on to that Predation. We do find Multi-Strike, though, that will be a ton of damage. Gets the Hero Power off. 8
damage face. Sets Luna down to 12, 9 with the Predation with Director in hand.
All right, I mean, we're still in it. We're still in it here for Heatchalk, for sure. Shard of the Naru being used here to remove any risk there of that Trog going off. And that's a good amount of heal. We have Gift of the Naru. We have double Desperate
Prayer as well. There's so much healing in the hand for Luna.
So yeah, just going to use a little bit here. No need to overreact just yet. Back to 19. Only looking at a potential, 3 damage on the board. Direct Dark coming down.
Gonna hit Pufferfist Trog. 2 of the probably best options.
Kind of an awkward multi-strike because you kind of want to attack first, like Hero Power, then attack, then multi-strike, but
This
Doesn't work.
even-
Turns
Sending this
out.
Trogon even right? I feel like hero powering it down is just more damage, or the same amount of damage face, and you get to keep your Trog. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Heatchuck's gonna end up doing.
Yep, absolutely. And down to 15 now.
Could go
Uh,
light bomb here.
Oh,
Might just have to be a light bomb.
gonna try to trade this amulet here first. See what we get.
I'm
Illuminate
gonna
is an.
illuminate as well. Has the gift in hand to be able to draw it, but no, just gonna go with the light bomb. Yeah, leaves 3 Trogs left on board. Chaos Strike, okay.
Okay, how much damage? We have 3 on board right now. That's another 2. Another 3, 5, 6.
Hit?
That's 9, 10, 11. I think
Yeah,
we're at 11,
1
right?
damage
We're
off.
1
Yeah,
off.
1 damage off from Heatshock. This game was
Wow.
looking so over. But
Yeah.
now Heatshock finding himself in a position where he's just 1 damage off lethal.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go for it. At least push everything.
And
With a prediction
not
as
even
well.
holding
So
the predict, just fully going in.
fully sending it. I mean, I like it. I like it.
Forcing Luna to have a
Holding onto the
nice
predation.
draw.
Okay. Ooh, the
Ooh,
flash heal is
flash
gonna
heal,
be
but
very nice. We
then
still need a
15
pyro
points
though.
of healing.
Switcheroo could find the pyro to try to remove these trogs here.
Always pick up that pyro. Swaps it with
And the priestess.
flash,
Oh,
though.
that's gonna be a little
That's
awkward.
really bad, yeah, because the pyro just dies unless he finds exactly second devour.
Drive could find the devour. And we have the priestess, so we could get a lot of mana back here. So
This draws 3 cards.
a double
This is
amulet,
Amulet as
shard.
well. Shard doesn't do much.
We
Waiting,
need to find.
trying
Oh
to
my
find
God.
Devour. Devour isn't even hit. It has
Wow.
to trade again. Still has the Vosh to.
Yeah, so just gonna have to flash heal here. Oh, we have a lot of time. That could find the
Does
devour.
he
We
have
gotta
rope?
go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Oh boy.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did we get
the
it? We
intro
got
button
it.
was
Did we get it
pressed.
off? Did we get it off?
Surely, right? The rope didn't explode. He selected it.
Wait, we desperate prayer
He
first.
didn't
Wait,
have
wrong
mana.
order.
He was out
Oh,
of
no
mana. He
mana.
couldn't have done it.
Oh no.
This is 7 plus 4. This still
Oh,
just
but
isn't
that was
lethal.
that was a lot of health, so able to survive despite that. What a wild turn. I mean,
And now we're gonna see the triple trade down, I imagine, just to get maximum 1/1s off of this.
there's no pyros left either.
Yeah, that's it. It's just this last Devour. I mean, Devour does full clear the board with all these 1/1 trogs.
Yeah, I
Is
think considering a
it just
trade and then
enough?
mercenary hero power, I guess.
Yeah, like if
Or the
Devour
Vanguard?
doesn't even kill the Vanguard either. We'll leave with an absolutely giant cleric though, which will still be a problem for Heatshock. Not even gonna play the Vanguard.
Wow. So holding back the Vanguard, we are at 12 now. Northshire Cleric plus this Shadow Word Devour, like you said, will clear this off. We have 3 cards left. We have one of them is Amulet. What is that final card? Or there's 2 more cards. We have what haven't we seen yet? Another Thrive, I think. Do we see both Thrives?
I believe it's Amulet, Thrive, and Gift of the Naru.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, if this Shadow Word Devourer comes down, that is no more ways for
For the combo
Luna
to go
to
off.
activate combo. Yeah.
Yeah, so really awkward. But kind of feels like needing to clear this, no? Or are we just going to hold back and...
And could technically just go like Shard of the Naru, tank 4, but that's really scary. Just gonna
Wow, so
Zyrella!
just saying, you know what? I don't need...
Saying
I
the
don't
5
need-
armor now is
Yeah.
enough?
Yeah, the 5 armor now, plus you get the trigger, I guess, is okay. We get
The
the
trigger
heal. I think
actually do
most
anything for the
important.
death rattle.
Oh, yeah. I guess it doesn't. It doesn't add
The
one to
fact
the
we have to
stack.
die, yeah. So that was just for the armor and the hero power. Gonna give heal next turn though. But this is a huge chop deck! Fucked up, picked up. Is this just lethal here?
Oh man,
This is
how
so
much
much
damage
damage.
is
8
that?
off the... This is 1 off again, I believe, right? Because he get 4 hero powers.
4.
So that's 8 plus 4 is 12? No, my bad. A little bit more off.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
no.
still quite a
It is...
board.
Yeah, huge board with no way to
Yeah,
deal with it.
just 2 off, but there is a board there. It cannot be dealt with. Have we had enough die here? Can we do the combo? That's not going to be enough to clear. I guess. How do we even?
Both... he can get the,
You get the weapon, but
He can get the weapon down, ping that off, still representing just so much damage. Just way too much just on board. Can go Devour, I guess? Leave him with 10? Yeah, like, Devour will still leave 10 damage up, and it's not like the weapon heals you or anything. I'm gonna have to Devour that as well? This is just looking like a concede.
yeah.
Wow. That did not go at all like
That
I
was
expected.
so wild. I think there maybe was some way. I don't know. That was really awkward though with the.
Yeah, on that Vostern, I think there had to have been a way to clear, right? But that rope was just going way too fast that it didn't let us nor Luna even think about what was going
Yeah,
on.
there must have been a clear there, but like unfortunately it was also just even with the clear there, we had no way to clear off our boars later, so that would have still been awkward. Maybe we don't even win from there. I don't know. That's tough. I'm not even sure.
I don't know either. That was
Wow.
certainly a thing where you have to go back and look at the replay for it to figure out what was going on. But
Alright.
yeah, Heatchop just barely pulling out that win. Didn't quite get reverse swept on that Demon
Yeah.
Hunter.
So able to secure some points, and Bing Bong Big Top gonna get an 18-point week plus the 3 win points, so they still will tie their total score. They will double their score here with this win of the week. Pondering My Ape, securing at least some points here to get a nice 7-point week. Nothing too bad, but welcome Heat Shock. Well done there. Huge win, almost getting reversed swept on the DH, but able to find it there. Tell me a little bit about that. DH build was really interesting, kind of going with those more aggressive minions early. And I'll have to say, I think the Trog really won that last game for you. So tell me a little bit about your build and what were you hoping to see?
So this lineup was built with the idea that, well, I mean, when I try and build a lineup in THL, I just think of what is my opponent most likely to do, and so how does that change what I should do, right? So I mean, I figured the 3 most likely decks. So the target that I was trying to aim for was the Boar Priest, Quest Hunter, and like a slower kind of druid like Anaconda or Ramp. So I got 2 out of 3, and it worked out. But definitely the DH, I think the meta lists are a little bit on the slow side for particularly the druid matchup. So I definitely wanted to have a lot of racing power. And obviously Trog is fantastic in all those matchups that I was thinking he might have. And then he had Control Warrior, which was not good for the Demon Hunter. But I think the lineup worked out fine. I felt pretty confident that I could sweep Priest. I don't think it's as good based on the stats as people think it is. So that's kind of what I tried to do, and it worked out, I guess. Although the other decks, the Rogue and the Paladin got wins elsewhere first before they had to play it.
No, absolutely. No, it was interesting to see how that all played out. I always love to see your interesting techs we were talking about before we jumped in. Never exactly just like the VS list or anything like that, or one of the Grandmaster lists or Master Tour lists. You always got something else in there, some spice. So that was fun to see. Definitely a really close series there. Priest struggling there for Kalos Luna at the end, but even that one was razor thin. It felt like just so much healing and
DH is my worst deck for sure in that lineup, and it's a liability, right? So if the Pyromancer, I mean, you saw the first Pyromancer was really good, and
Mhm.
then the is if they have that second one early, then it's easy to get shut down. And luckily that was the game where I finally found the Drexar. He had been taking a vacation in the other
Yeah.
games, but it's the Drexar deck, right? So
Right.
Yeah, the game where you draw Drexar is the game where you finally win. Shocker.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, congratulations once again. A little bit of a tough week for your team, but nice to get some of those points back for you and kind of keep your team in the race for the rest of the season. And of course, a really powerful team on the other side that just has been having a struggling start to the season, but not too surprising that they were able to get some wins here as well.
yeah. I think it was a rough week for our team. I know it's like WashU finals, so that's
Oh,
MMW and Valdez
yeah.
are not bringing their best by any means. And then so we're down like 2 players a little bit, and then I think we have a really good team, and I think we'll make a good comeback this season. So watch out for us.
Yeah, the WashU players are always super strong. And then you also just throw CMAC in there, who's
Yeah,
CMAC.
exactly. He's the fifth WashU player at this point. You know, he's an
Absolutely.
honorary school attendee.
Sure.
Awesome. Well, congrats once again. Thanks for joining us. Happy to have you on here. You're always welcome. Please do come back and hope your team has a good rest of the season there.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, have a good night.
You too.
Good.
All right. So we have another banger of a match we were kind of hinting at before that series. It is going to be Swagoi versus Mr. Smiteside, currently 9-12. So still anybody's match here. On Swagoy's side, we have Molestar currently 2-0 on the season, and on the other side, for Mr. Smiteside, Rami, and we are currently 1-1 on the season for Rami. And a win for Molestar would have to be a big one. We need either a
I think it's a sweep, right?
sweep to win, or the 3-1 will tie the week.
Yeah, so most are really looking for that sweep to happen.
Yeah, and so let's talk about these decks. Is there a sweep potential here? I'm sure Rami's gonna do everything they can to prevent that. But let's take a look quickly here. I don't know if we have the bans
The
yet.
bans are in double
Oh.
Demon Hunter bans, so we're not going to see either of those. Makes sense.
Yep.
It is one of the best decks. It's all of Mr. Smiteside this week has gone ahead and banned aggro DH, so they're taking a firm stance against that deck. But yeah, so we're gonna just see from Mulsar, the Beast Druid, Mech Mage, and Mech Paladin. So 3 very aggressive decks up
Yeah,
against
man.
the Aggro Druid, Quest Hunter, and Mech Paladin from Rami. So this series looking like it's gonna be way shorter than the one that we just watched.
Yeah, they are going to go lightning fast. I have a little trauma from Beast Druid. Did not work for me in Legacy, as you know, Turtle, this week. So
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
and
if I'll
it
be bringing it.
almost didn't work for your teammate either.
I know. Yeah, really bad deck. I'm not bringing that again. I was close so many times. But anyway, let's see if it does get. It's going to have to win here somewhere. We have 2 sort of aggressive druids. So one of them's going to have to win, although one's more beast, one's kind of just aggro. So aggressive druid has to win today.
Just has
Yeah,
to.
and this is a really interesting Druid list from Rami. I haven't seen anything like this all
No.
expansion. He's running a Drexler build along with a Tar Creeper in there. Like Treasure
Yeah.
Guard plus
I
Tar
forgot about
Creeper.
Tark. I mean, I love Tark Creeper, but I haven't seen
I've
the card.
never seen it. Ever
Oh
since,
my
like everyone's
god.
like, oh, Tar Creeper's like one of the best neutral taunts in the game. I have not seen it a
Was that
single time
Ungoro? Yeah. Yeah, that
this
was Ungoro.
entire expansion.
Wow. No, I
And I
haven't
mean,
seen it
it's
at all. Yeah.
probably gonna go in, right? Tar Creeper's really good against aggro decks, and Molstar has really aggressive decks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like the lining up here for sure. Let's see how it does play out. Are our players ready? I know they were going to be ready right around now.
They are pretty much ready to go, so I will let them know they can start, and we're gonna have Rami at the bottom of the screen, or first to spectate for our casters, and Molestar be at the top. Let them go.
Get the Grandmaster players on bottom twice in a row.
Can't say it's lucky, but it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. Well, any predictions here on those first brings for these players?
I think we're just gonna see that Mech Paladin mirror.
Okay, nice spicy Mech Paladin to start.
I even have.
Just the Mech Pally mirror.
Yeah, nice simple.
Just waiting for eyeballs
See.
to kick up.
Yeah, just waiting for the players to queue up. Still maybe deciding what they want to bring here.
Both of them are
Wait, this is also a really interesting kind of deck building for the Mech Paladins each. They're 29 cards the same. They're one difference in both of their decks. Most stars decided to run the Battlegrounds Battlemaster, while Rami runs the Leviathan. I haven't seen many people cut the Leviathan from Mech Paladin, but Molstar has decided to do that today.
Here we go.
Yeah, wow, I didn't notice that at all. That's interesting. I feel like Mothership's usually the first cut, but I guess if you're just trying to be aggressive, 7 mana is too much to spend,
Yeah,
unless
and
you're playing Carriel.
yeah, getting those Death Rattle mechs also sometimes are really nice. Ooh, we're gonna see Molstar's Druid first off up against this Mech Paladin for Rami. So again, about half the deck's right.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get some eyeballs. Friends, there we go.
Oh no, wait, Molstar is nerfed today. If you notice his cam, he is not in the classic UCLA
No.
computer lab. Not like this.
Nerfed.
It's like Super Chicken and his stairs, just the overpowered setting. Molstar's gonna have to find his skill elsewhere.
All right, well, we do have the Paladin there for Rami, and on the other side, that Druid. Let's see what Molstar's Druid can do. Will Beast Druid get a win today? Find out here very shortly. Oh, okay, there we go. We do have Druid of the Reef here to start things off, and a Matriarch and a Loon. This could be pretty good later on. Right now, just going to play that Druid as a 1/3 here.
This is a pretty solid hand though from Rami. Gonna get some hand buffs as well. The Stonehearth Vindicator is guaranteed to draw the radar detector. No convictions like we saw from Heat Shock. And yeah, I mean, aquatic form here just makes a ton of sense. Nothing else to do.
These Park
Hopefully
Panthers too.
hit.
I have not seen that in these lists too much. We also run Pride's Fury. This is like an interesting, Druid, Beast Druid build as well.
Yeah, but I mean, Thorngrowth Century's almost the probably perfect hit here from Molstar. Getting taunts up, even has the option to tempo out an Oracle Valoon next turn if he doesn't find any other options just because of all these taunts. And Rami gonna go ahead and coin out the radar detector here. Will he be as lucky as Heatshock was last game?
Ooh, three only. I mean, pretty solid, I would say. But
yeah, Seafood
not
Saver
a 5
is
and
a
4.
very premium buff target though.
Yes, it is.
And does have quite a few hand buffs in hand. This Click Clocker essentially being a hand buff with the Jewel Kit, and then also just, of course, the Bannerman. Yeah, we are going to see that Temple Oracle. If Mozo can find another cheap beast here next turn, this is really scary for Rami, because we'll get the 2-3 damage rushers to clear off whatever Rami will develop, and then also get the 2 Matriarchs alongside of it if he can.
Oh boy. Yeah, if you can
Oh,
find
yeah,
anything else.
he doesn't even need anything else, right? There'll be 2 mana. So just for 3 mana next turn, he'll be able to get the 2-3 damagers and then the taunts. Looking really good for Molstar here. Rami gonna have to do a lot with this hand. I don't believe he's even running Samuro. Let me double check that. Yeah,
Wow,
Rami
I
not
don't
running
believe there is a
Samuro.
Samuro. No, so gonna have to
Neither
find
list.
the answer through this, and these are not that exciting. I mean, Righteous Protector is okay, but you really I mean, it gets a taunt, Divine Shield, I guess. Maybe that's the one we go for.
Gonna have to be. It will be a 1 mana 3/3 off the top. So kind of good, but against these Matriarchs doesn't really do much at all. Mole could even go for a risky Moonlit Guidance here if he wants, but I don't really see the need for that. It's probably
No,
just the Matriarch line.
I think the Matriarch line is just so powerful here. I guess the other line here being just the Park Panther, but that doesn't seem quite as powerful.
After just being super slow. Like, if you can play 2, 4, 5 taunts. Oh, gonna go for the
going for
taunt
just
instead.
taunts here. Interesting.
Sure. I mean, yeah, makes sense. His board already trades this off. No point going for the rushers when he can just get an even more formidable board.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna go
like you said,
Bannerman
no
plus
Samuro in the deck means
Righteous.
that can kind of just be safe to go wide like this, and doesn't matter if
This Park Panther is going to be really nice here. He can just go Park Panther in if he wants, but no, going to go Moonlit Guidance instead. Finds the combos.
Wow!
And that's 7
Oh my
drop.
God, that is game winning. I mean, we're already
Oh,
in such good
boy.
shape here, but able to just
Molstar just
draw the
called
rest of the
really
deck.
what to
That,
give and picks up
oh
the
man.
prize free for next turn.
Well,
Yeah, Mole probably going to trade off another minion as well to get 2 more squirrels. This is really bad for Rami here.
we did say it was going to be a quick series here with these decks, and right now we are going lightning quick, and this is...
The power of the wild as well.
Oh my.
This is so much damage on the backswing from Molstar.
Okay, I guess Beast Druid can find a win when it does this.
Yeah, this is way over lethal. 15 on board plus, what, 12 from the buffs. Rami's gonna need an absolute miracle, which he just doesn't have. So this will be game 1 going over to Molstar.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can think of that we can draw here.
It's just Bannerman into Righteous Protector is the only thing, but even then it's still just super lethal through that.
Or like a Noyotron, I guess.
Yeah, but nah, just gonna
Yeah.
offer the tempo line, hoping he isn't dead, but just gonna die to either of these 2 buffs.
Or both. Why not both?
Why not Aquatic form as well? There's just so many options for Molstar. Could even just go Park Panther plus buff, but no, yeah, just gonna play both buffs, ship everything face.
Double
Super
buff.
quick game 1.
Is gonna take it down and Beast Druid after all that smack talk, getting the first win of the series. And
we
that
saw
does mean Molstar taking that 1-0 lead. We know Molstar needs the sweep to get the win here on the week. So good start there for Molstar, but still an uphill climb.
And
against
that
Rami.
was probably, actually was definitely his best deck into the decks from Rami. Starting off pretty easy, and now he's got the Mirror or the Mech Mage left. Yeah, but a very interesting Beast Druid build from Mole, running like Living Roots, that Park Panther, Pride's Fury. A lot of cards that we don't normally see.
Yeah. Gets the
But
win
all
here.
of which paying off.
Yeah. And now, any predictions here on what we're gonna see from either side? Paladin and Mage left for Molstar, both mech builds.
I feel like Mech Mage might be better into the field just because of those crazy Mecha Shark turns to just win back the board. None of Rami's decks are too good at answering a Mecha Shark turn. If Mole can get one of those set up, he probably just wins the game.
Yeah. I like that strategy. That makes sense to me. Probably better than hitting that mirror if we do see the Paladin again. It is going to be Druid, though, from Rami. And the
So now we
Paladin
just
brought
see
out from Molstar.
the flip. Now Molstar is going to be piloting the Mech Paladin. And this is a much more aggressive version of Druid, which is kind of crazy to think about. We just saw Mole kill on turn 6. It's like 10 damage over. And this is even more aggressive than that was. Peasant on 1, no way of Mole to deal with that on curve, so that will just get a draw.
Yeah, Peasant, a really good pickup there, going first.
Really nice hand from Mole, though. And it gets even better. If these buffs hit the seafloor, it doubles up on the hand buff.
Yeah, you can also time it with that Mooncatcher as well. Does hit the click clocker, the other one. Considering coining it out here, I think. That does mean we're committing, if we do coin it out, to playing that seafloor savior next turn.
Coining
Unless we
out would
top deck something.
mean. I think if you hit anything else, you wouldn't coin it out, but now coining out makes the consideration because the curve of Mooncatcher into
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Savior into Click Clocker is just so powerful. You just get like what, like 7 5s or something on turn 4? 2 of them. Resident picks a Joker Reef, the only one that actually draws here. Probably just going to see the taunt come down to protect this peasant.
Yeah, and that is going to be the case here. So on the other side, now finding a Noyotron available as well. We are going to go with that curve we talked about, though, it looks like, with the coin.
Still slightly weak, a little bit behind on board for Mole. But
Yeah,
then again,
and
Rami
letting-
doesn't actually have anything to play next turn. He has no development. Oh, there's the Tar Creeper though.
and there
the
is the
Drekthar.
Drekthar. That you were just saying no development, and then we find exactly what we need on the other side. We have all these buffs in hand, but with that peasant just drawing a card every single turn, we are able to get to those minions that we need, and that
This
could
just
be
might
the
pick up
difference.
not really the best card in this matchup for Mole though.
Yeah, I think we might just see that Click Clocker Savior turn here, hoping to hit that Savior to get an extra buff. It looks like maybe considering the Savior first. Nope, gonna Click Clocker first.
Yeah, I think the Click Clocker first is almost always correct.
Like a 50-50, and I think it's not that bad if it hits the Noyotron anyway, but it does.
Yeah, and it's just the same odds of hitting after. Yeah,
Does
missing
miss it.
twice on that save, you're pretty unlucky for Mole. But this still will be a, what, 6-4?
Yeah.
You get 2 of them?
Yep. Still pretty good, I would say. This peasant just doing work, and I mean, hard to deny Drekthar on 4. That is going to be the case. Do we see a trade here into the 4-2 with the 2-1? Looks like that is going to be the case. On the other side, though, we know what's in store here for 3 mana. We are going to see those 6/4s come down.
Yeah, just gonna slam the 6/4s. No real other way. If one of these survives, then Mole can get an 80 down.
Yeah.
That will be pretty helpful, but still has a long way to go before he equalizes this board.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to try to get rid of the Noyotron here.
Looks like it, yeah. Utilizing both trades instead of just the one that would have gone into the turtle. Twog, nice pickup. Probably still just Peasant Pride's Fury though. Could go Treasure Guard double 1-drop if he wants, but I think Pride's Fury is just better here.
Yeah, I feel like the Trog Prides is hard to pass up.
That being said though, Mole only runs 2 spells in the entire deck. So it might just be Peasant to get some card draw going.
Yeah, I could see that as well.
Trog.
Right, only the
Only
2
proccing
radar
off radar
detectors.
detector.
Yeah, and that's not even that good. If they play it, you're probably not happy either way. I guess 2/1/2s is a little better, but yeah. So I'm agreeing. It looks like
4 here that draws cards is really nice.
Time waits for no one. What is it? The Queen's trove is forbidden! Your demise is mine!
okay. So it ends up being just going wide on board here, playing the minions. I like that as well. No need to go on the Pride's Fury just yet. We will see the Innie come down.
Constantly naming another PHL player with Inzi.
Right.
I've seen an image of Inzi's face photoshopped over any Stormcaller floating around. It's pretty funny.
I mean, this is pretty good, but
Yeah, Yeah, Windfury just being super efficient will be able to clear up all of this stuff, and then can either shit into the Drekthar or the Peasant here, just depending
Yeah.
on which one. Looks like Mo's gonna go ahead and deny the draw rather than denying the 4 attack on the Drekthar.
Ooh, and that is
Gardens.
pretty bad with this hand.
Yeah, Gardens on a 5-card hand normally pretty good, but 4 of these cards are spells.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna see the guidance here to start. Finds the Oracle.
Oracle is nice, but nothing to go
Not-
alongside it. It might just
Yeah.
have to be a double bottom feeder here.
Yeah. Double bottom feeder might just be
Pretty
the play.
awkward. Could also consider going like Battle Guard plus composting to draw 3, but then you're just throwing away the Battle Guard for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough spot to be in regardless. I mean, you're looking at quite a lot of damage on the other side. Have to clear off the 6-3.
You have a 6-3 still having Wind Fury, so just super scary. Thinking hard, yeah, really tough decision. Gonna go second.
Wow.
Or no, looks like he's just gonna go Gardens into the Oracle. We'll draw the second Oracle, just getting the 3/5 down to try to contest the board.
Yeah, and it looks like, yeah, trading into the Wind Fury one. Okay, I thought it looked like it was going into the others one. I was confused.
What, 16 on board with another 6 in hand from Smite? So not quite lethal, but just running away with this board. Mothership top deck. Probably the best draw on his deck here, just to super cleanly deal with this Oracle of Valoon.
Yeah, no question. And now on the other side, how do you come back here has to be... I don't even know.
It's
Like, what do you
not
get off of the
Trog.
Oracle? Like, we're not running beasts to get like crazy discounted beasts. Razor, you know,
would have had to
Battlefire?
have been like the 3/1 rushers, but even that, yeah, just doesn't do enough. Mole taking game 2. He just has to get a win with his Mech Mage now, and then he will secure the win for the week for his team.
Wow, huge start there for Mole. Like you said, just one win away from that week win. Rami, though, has 3 decks here as options to try to stop that, at least get the tie on the week after your team putting up 12 points. Let's see if Rami can do it. What do you bring into this Mech Mage? You just bring your Mech Paladin? Or
I have no idea. I haven't seen Mech Mage in so long. And like all the decks seem pretty similar.
it looks like deliberating on this one a little bit, maybe making sure to think about all the lines. Just needs the 1 game win to guarantee a tie.
HS Replay has a flip against Druid, good into Mech Paladin, and then bad into Quest Hunter. So HS Replay stats say that Rami should be bringing the
A
Quest
Quest Hunter?
Hunter.
Yeah,
So
that
let's
makes
see
sense.
if he agrees.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, with Mech Mage doing what Mech Paladin does, just getting on the board a little bit faster and more efficiently with the max hand
The
reduction.
sharks also to
Yeah, and the sharks to ping off any divine shields. And looks like Rami will be agreeing with stats. Just needing 1 win to go ahead and salvage the tie for his team.
yeah, will this be the win here that is needed? It's got to be. On the other side, no 1-drops just yet from All-Star. Rami with a few options. Wound Prey. What are the targets for Wound Prey? Gonna hold on to it just as a cheap spell to play. Does hit those 1/1s, I guess, off of the.
Yeah, Moldo will be finding his 3-mana reduce all the max, I forget the name, off of the Frostweave Dungeoneer.
Oh yeah, the Seafloor Gateway. Yeah, that is gonna be nice.
Yeah, we will play that as early as turn 4.
Rekthar, though, on the
Ooh.
other side, gonna be pretty powerful.
Mole does find the Mechta Shark with Gaia, maybe? 7-mana Gaia, is that too slow? Or no, 6 mana Gaia even. I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
Yeah, 6-mana guy is pretty good.
But does it beat turn 3 Drekthar from Rami?
Not sure. Rami going for the quick shot there, had the wound prey to clear
She-
as well.
Spending his mana a little bit more efficiently.
I guess you don't want to track him before the Drekthar. I don't know. I mean, probably okay still. This could have wound prey tracking, but maybe saving the tracking for later is also fine.
Viper, kind of a low roll to pick up. But still,
Yeah.
Drekthar in 3. Can't really consider that a low roll of any sorts.
It's the
Treasure
Raj.
lost.
Really good pickup. No way to deal with it, especially with that treasure guard in the way now.
Yeah, Mole gonna spend this entire turn going Seafloor Gateway probably.
And then I guess Trench Surveyor.
Yeah, Trench
Or
Surveyor
something.
or Trog. I really looking to hit a 1 mana mech here, just for a free proc off the Shark. Picking up an Annoyo Trine. Not quite free, but yeah. Just gonna hold all those 1 mana mechs in the hand for this Mecha Shark. We'll be able to get 3 procs for 9 total damage next turn, if he wants to go in.
All right, on the other side, though, have quite a few options. Aimed shot could go into the 1-2, or just trade there. Yeah, that also works.
Yeah,
Makes
aim
more
shot
sense.
here seems solid. Could go like aim shot wound prey, send 4 damage face off
Yeah.
the Raj plus 3 face, or just piercing
Piercing
shot
shot.
dealing 8 on it. Oh, and that's a ton of damage. I went the aim shot next turn. Without being able to kill the Raj, that's a ton of damage. I'm not sure Molstar is making out of this game.
No, I don't think
Already
so. I
at
mean, it's gonna come
17
down
health.
to if we can get a crazy shark turn. It looks like we're gonna have to just go now, play 3 minions with the shark. Hope it's enough.
Yeah, Shark technically can full clear if it wants. Gonna find a second Mecha Shark, but the second one being a lot more expensive. Okay, that's a
Does kill the
start.
Raj.
All 3 hit minions and kill the most important minion. Another Trench Surveyor has to be right. The other 2 are
Yeah.
too slow and kill your own board. All right, so can no
Okay.
longer full clear the board.
Ooh, does hit another minion though to clear a good
Doing
chunk of the board.
important
And
stuff.
oh, on the other side we have Wound Prey, Dragonbane Shot. We have ways to clear a lot of this. Yeah, so
Isn't
Wound Prey
quite
gonna go
fitting
into. Yeah, and then you can
Yeah, we're
double
just gonna
Dragonbane Shot
Dragonbane
here.
both, and then I would assume send face with the Drekthar, set Mole down to 11 HP, almost guarantees lethal next turn with aim shot, Barb, Dragonbane hero power. I think that's lethal.
Yeah, I guess Dragonbane the 3/2. Yeah. Attack with the 1/1. Hero power the 1/2. Yeah.
Yeah, super clean turn
Yeah.
for Mommy here. Yeah, no point trading here, just shipping it face.
Oh yeah.
Mole's gonna have to trade in anyways. Does find that second gateway though. Obviously not gonna play it this turn because guy is just too strong. But hey, like if Rami can't find the kill this turn, which does he have? 7, 9, 11? So no, Rami's 2 damage off here.
11. Yeah, 11. Like you said. Could. Ooh.
If he
If you
does send
play the
everything,
Barb Net, you can play the Tavish this turn, right? Is that the? And then you set up for next turn to hope you can.
it might be. But if he
Get
just plays
there.
Barb Net, he'll have to do it on a minion. Because right now Mole is representing 12 damage. So he'll only need 4 mechs, which not even possible with board space.
No, yeah, it's not possible with board space. So.
Yeah, Mole no way of winning this next turn. Oh no, my legacy teammate is calling me. He doesn't know I'm casting.
Now.
Yeah, I mean, Rami just trying to figure out the least likely way for him to lose, but I think as long as he sets up lethal here, which anything he does essentially sets up lethal.
I don't know if this does though. Now you can't play the.
Ooh, picking up an aim shot
Tavish
though.
next turn.
Arcane shot. Yeah, this does it. This sets up
Yeah,
lethal.
Arcane Shot will do it. But yeah, if we wanted to set up the Tavish to try to win next turn off of Tavish, which
I
would
don't
have
even
been,
think he
I think,
needed
safer,
Tavish next turn.
I guess. Yeah, there's no heal in the deck, so
I think anything Rami did that wasn't just end turn here closed out the game. So he just took off as much power as he could.
yeah. And on the other side, just not enough damage. We have the Mecha Shark, not enough minions anyway to get all the procs. So it looks like we're gonna go for the Mini here.
Yeah.
Just,
Amy on Gaia,
threat.
really good.
Yeah.
Too bad he's just dead.
Oh, is that how it works? I didn't know it would summon those two as well.
Oh yeah, Colossuses aren't battle cries, so anytime you summon it off a random effect, off a copy, it will summon the appendages.
There you go. But not quite enough here, and that should be lethal for Rami. And we are
Oh yeah.
going into
Aim
the
shot
next
just rubbing
game.
some salt in the wound. Doesn't
Yeah.
even need it.
So able to secure the tie at the very least here with that win. Does mean Molstar did not get the sweep, but now we are playing for a tie on this next game. What do you bring to try to beat this Mech Mage once more? Is it going to be the Druid, or is it going to be this Mech Paladin? Like you said, Druid is more of a coin flip, but I mean, I don't know if we can really trust stats on this Druid. I've never seen anything like it in this meta, so.
I was going off the closest deck, which is just the
Druid.
standard Beast Druid.
Yeah.
Obviously no stats on this weird Drekthar aggressive version, which I imagine is better in the Mech Mage, maybe? Question mark?
Maybe.
I think you still just ship the Druid, because it has Mech Mage, or Mech Paladin at really bad in the Mech Mage. It just does what it does, just a lot
Just
slower.
a little slower, yeah.
60-40 in favor of the Mech Mage. So I think it's going to have to be the Druid if Rami wants to maximize points here.
Yeah, I mean, a win here would mean a win on the week. So if it is for Rami's team, so I think going for that Druid here makes the most sense, and it is going to be the case.
Rami
we
just
go.
believing in the HS replay stats. I like it. Garden's in the hand. Interesting to see if he's going to keep. It doesn't have any dredges currently. Dredging Gardens being probably the most powerful thing that this deck can do. It was the thing that was finally able to get Minodon's team a win after having 5 losses between him and Reebok.
Oh, this deck, oh my god.
Every single one of your 2 losses
I was like
yesterday
off.
on stream
I was
came
off
from
like.
Beast Druid.
Yeah, I know. I was off like 2 damage like several turns, and I had so many buffs in my deck, and I like searched as hard as I could, and I just could not find them. Like I had Battlegrounds, Battlemaster, I had Smite in the deck, like I don't know, it was or whatever it was, I can't remember, but like I feel like I had everything just waiting at the bottom of the deck, and I just could not get
Rami
it.
picking
Not
up
dredgeable.
Drekthar though.
It's like bottom, but not bottom 3.
Iron Deep Trial coming down a little bit too slow to catch that Gardens. But yeah,
Oh,
Molstar's hand.
right.
Oh no.
Well, don't play that one. Hopefully, is that still bugged? It must be. They don't change.
Yeah,
anything.
it's still bugged. Yeah.
It was.
They
It
don't
was
fix
bugged.
any of that stuff. Why would
Yeah, it
they?
happened a lot in our series yesterday,
Oh,
where
I
catchers
bet.
had to leave and rejoin.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Doesn't it play the Onoyotron? Or just the Divine Shield? I guess the Trog would just pop the bubble. Romeo
Yeah.
playing on stream enough to know that he shouldn't be playing the bugged.
The bugged version, yeah.
I imagine HS Esports begs them to not play the bugged version if they can.
Yeah, like always play the right one first.
Yeah, and another pretty solid pickup to go into his Drekthar turn. But then again, Molstar having a crazy hand with this Mecha Shark. Gonna have both of the C4 gateways as well if he wants them.
Yeah, looking maybe for a cheap minion finds the Click Clocker. Gonna be the pickup. Just another potential, just more damage off of those sharks.
That's the Gardens! I mean, obviously not going to play it this turn, but he does have the ability to draw Gardens and play it next turn. That's
Yeah,
going to
that's
be
gonna
huge.
be really big. Yeah.
And I'm getting the Zero Man and Noyotron down? Okay. Yeah, it looks like Rami's just running away with this game. This Mega Shark turn is going to have to go really big. Oh, the Gaia picked up, though. He can play that as early as, what, 2 turns? On turn 6? If Mole can
Good
just
play.
find a
Next
way to
turn would be
survive...
fine. Oh no, turn 6. Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because we saw the 6 mana Gaia last game, but sadly
Yeah.
this one is 7. But yeah, if Mole can just find a way to survive, but I'm not too sure he will be able to be, because this, remember, this Gardens is not only a Kel'Theth buff, it is also a Smugglers Run buff,
Yeah.
plus a Power of the Wild buff. Representing 7 damage on its own, not quite setting up lethal, but almost impossible for Mole to dig his way out of after that Gardens comes down.
Yeah, let's see what Molestar decides. Gonna be that Trog, just to finish off the turn.
And it's gonna go ahead and soften that minion up.
Yeah, still a lot of damage already threatening the board here.
Yeah, and this is just gonna be a Gardens plus an Oilotron, almost certainly from Rami here.
Yeah, composting also good pickup, but hard to pass up the Gardens here.
Yeah, I mean, does he need composting? Does Rami expect this game to go long enough? Would he either have +1/+1 on all of his minions or 7 cards? I mean, it's close, but I think if he just takes this Gardens, he'll seal up the game faster than he would have needed. He does go ahead and pick the composting, valuing those cards over the buff.
Yeah, just saying I'd rather get cards in my deck. If I just keep winning the board, I'll get there. It's nice
Yeah,
to
just
push
playing
some
it a little
damage,
bit
but
safer.
yeah.
Go drawing 2 cards. Okay. Moonlit maybe hits the Gardens.
That would be pretty wild.
Time waits for no one.
Oh, could still hit it, and we are gonna hit it. It's gonna be the Gardens. The other Gardens at the bottom, a little awkward, but we don't need it. There we go.
Yeah, Rami just showing his skills, getting the Gardens and the draw. Why choosing? You can just have both. Setting up lethal here. Gonna have to be a crazy Mecha Shark
this
turn.
is a big Mecha
With
Shark
what,
turn. Is it
6
gonna be
damage?
enough? Only
No
2
way.
mechs. There's no chance. Unfortunately, not finding the mechs.
I mean,
was
does
there a
he
play with
survive
the
to
Dungeoneer
die
there? I don't know.
next turn? It would have to be like Gungear coin discounts, but then he's just dying next turn anyways. I think this had to be the move.
Right. Yeah.
But he's not technically dead, right? Only 15 damage on board.
Yeah.
But yeah, having to claw back from just this far behind. I mean,
Moonlit
like,
Guidance could find it, right? Be looking for Pride's Fury is only another 4
that's...
damage. 6, 12.
Oh,
15. That's
he's one off.
That's
He doesn't
one
offer the
off.
hero power.
I mean, I think you just have to do it.
Yeah, I
Hope
mean,
there's-
Pride's Fury is just so crazy, right? Because right now, I don't have the math done, but I assume Guy would be able to full
Wow.
clear. Goes ahead and gets the Jewel of Reef instead. Goes for the Rusher to clear off the Mecha Shark, it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, yeah. Just using watch damage to trade into the minions, because he does have to clear the minions here. Knowing that Guy is almost certainly in the hand from Molestar.
Time waits for no one.
Finding the best, most efficient way to do all these trades, wanting to clear off all the mechs, and...
Oh, and okay, so it looks like we played the.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a respec. Okay.
How fast can we scroll through our friends list? All the way down to the R section, oh boy. Yeah, it looks like we like missed some of it, but Mold just gonna have to clean up the Gaia, clear as much as he can. At 5 health. Yeah, if Mole can get this Gaia down and copy the Gaia, he might be fine.
Yeah,
Just gonna
might be able to
really
stabilize.
close. Rami wasn't able to kill this click clocker. That's really bad.
Yeah, that's an extra 1 damage to all these enemies.
Mole,
Maybe
this
good.
isn't the full clear though. He can't kill the director. He's just dead on board.
Oh, yeah,
Mole
that
came
direct car is
so
just gonna
close.
do it, and that means that the win is going to Mr. Smiteside here. We are tied it up on this series 2-2. Winner just for pride now. Rami's team, Mr. Smiteside, securing the week win. Sogoi, very, very well fought, really close series. Molstar can still win this game, but now with that win, we are just out of range. And that is going to be Mr. Smiteside with the week win, but still one more game to go. It's going to be that mage versus the paladin, mech versus mech. Which mech will mech the best? We'll find out here very
Man, this
shortly.
is kind of the exact same storyline we saw from the last series.
Yeah.
Player on the top goes up 2, starts to get reverse swept. Let's see if Mole can end the series in the same way that Chuck did.
So another game 5 for the evening.
I will fight.
Another game 5.
Super exciting, high skill Hearthstone content. Rami, really good hand, has the jewel kit and the radar
Wow.
reactor for some massive buffs. But Mole, also insane hand, he has the seafloor gateway.
All right. We're going to see both getting their key cards here to start. Which one's going to come out on top when you hit those cards? No Shark on the side for Molstar yet, so still not quite having that pop-off turn, but
Ooh, Rami just
getting
having the
shade.
gateway was, or not the gateway, the radar detector was too slow.
Yeah.
He does have the the savior curve as well. He can go coin mooncatcher into the savior.
Yeah, that might be just exactly what we're looking for here.
Yeah, contesting this automaton as well. Gonna be crazy. Getting the hand buff. This might just have to be the hand that the mech paladin needs in this unfavorable matchup. Operator though, was that off the top? I think it was, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
going
that
to
was
be
the
enough to keep it out of range.
only-
That's huge.
Yeah, he could have just gone Click Clocker plus Trencher there, but that's obviously a lot worse because he has the C4 hand. That was a really good draw from Molstar.
Wow.
Rami having no way. Picks up the scavenger though.
Yeah, it
Or the
might just be
C4
too
savior
slow,
for
so
the buffs.
gonna make the trade here just to keep it within range of something later on.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, it's
really
so
nasty
awkward.
later on because Mola has such commanding board control now that he will be able to clear off any minion that Rami's able to develop this turn while still protecting his seafloor. Or not his seafloor, his security automaton.
Yeah, so gonna make that trade, get a bigger buff on these Sunkens, but it's just, oh man, I mean, it's just too slow. It might just be too slow. Not gonna be able to
Second
survive.
automaton!
Wow.
Can
All
even
right,
go
looks like Gateway is gonna come
gateway?
down
Yeah, you
here.
can go gateway automaton click clocker here. Really strong turn from Mole as well, getting 2 buffs on his already juiced up automaton and can full clear the board. These are going to be, what, 7-5 with Divine Shields coming down. Are those going to be big enough to contest this huge board from Molestar?
Yeah,
My
it's
God,
not even about it, right? Like, I mean, even if they're able to
probably
contest,
not.
it's just you don't have the initiative, and
These
it's gonna
double
be really tough.
automatons are huge, and they're going to get even bigger
Oh
next
boy,
turn.
yeah, and we're just floating 1 mana each one of these turns as well.
Is this ever just lethal here from Mole? Picks up the second C4?
Oh,
Does he even need it?
boy, wait.
He
If
could
we
just
hit
play.
that,
I think if he hits Mega Shark, it might just be lethal here. It's Click Clocker instead. Not really too impactful because he wasn't really restricted by mana.
Error. Hot bucket.
Okay, interesting.
yeah, none of these really that exciting. I guess the Engineer could find you a shark. Looks like we're gonna go for the sweeper though.
Yeah, this also just
Uh,
draws the only one that would actually draw this turn.
mhm.
Looks like gonna be Click Clocker into Gorilla Bot, or just sure Amalgam. Save the mana for a Pang if he needs it. Gaia though,
Gaia,
huge
wow.
pickup.
Runs out on me.
Might be too slow though. Mothership, yeah. This game's gonna
Yeah,
be over before
Mothership's
Gaia
playable
matters.
next turn. Could make the
13,
trade here on the Divine Shield if we want to get a Gorilla Bot down.
17 damage from Mole. I think you just set Rami to 5. Mole disagrees though. Never mind. This is just the same amount of damage
is
face
the
gets a
same,
free
yeah,
pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The value trade on the 7-5. What is happening? These are
Yeah, I guess.
huge.
Is there a Battle Master in this? No, there isn't. So, and we were 1 mana off anyway, so it wasn't, and it was not lethal anyway, right? It was only 28. So, not sure about that trade if it was necessary, but still feeling threatened enough. And I'm not seeing an out here for Rami. I mean, we can get the clear there, but that's not going to be enough. And Rami agreeing that is going to be the game. And the series
clutches it
All-Star
up.
gets the win finally, but unfortunately just 1 game short of the tie and 2 games short of the series. But still really well fought there, getting the win in the end. 3-0 on the season, beating Rami here, going down 1-2, but still able to secure the win for their team. Mr. Smiteside now at 14 points on the week. Swagoi only at 13. Really tight week, really narrow, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Wow.
Yeah, and are we gonna have Molestar in here to join us?
Yep, just getting things situated. So Mulstar will be right with us here in a second. As long as I spelled their name right. Here we go.
Hello, Mole. Congrats on the win.
Hello.
Well done. Congratulations. I mean, unfortunate that you could not get the win for your team on the week. Very close series. But with the 3-2, just short of that win or a tie. Still able to get that, with the mage. Tell me a little bit about that lineup. I think both of you going quite aggressive with your lineups.
Yeah, I guess we had the same idea. I think both of our lineups had Druid the last week, so I think that's what we both looked at. And then I guess Rami is more of an aggro player, so I was actually going for like just all aggro for like Druid, but turns out we kind of had the same idea.
They're just 8 aggro decks among both of you.
Yeah, and I think aggro was pretty good in the Masters Tour, in my opinion. So that's why I lean towards it too.
Yeah, and I mean it worked out for you well here.
Yeah, it's actually close. If I like went like a control lineup, then I guess I could have been more favored. But I think it was like pretty even either way. Like nobody had an advantage from lineup.
Yeah, lineup wise, it seemed pretty similar, with Mech Mage being your weakest and probably Mech Paladin being his weakest there. But ended up getting there in game 5 for you.
Yeah, and this game just like reminded me of like all the Twitter Drekthar complaints because like in this game or in this match, it was like mostly about his Drekthar. I feel like.
Yeah, he had his Drekthar in the Hunter game and in the Druid games that he won.
Yeah, he did it also in one of the Druid games too, but I think Mech Paladin beat that.
Yeah, it didn't end up actually mattering there. So yeah, Drekthar's beatable. Twitter doesn't have to complain. You just do even more broken things.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how you were feeling after game 2, sitting pretty at 2-0 with only that mage left. Were you worried going in there? You were so close to that win for your team.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the score, but like I expected him to queue Hunter or Quest Hunter like the next match because like it was the best. So I didn't assume to sweep him because he had the like last pivotal matchup. Then like I I thought it was either going to be like a 50-50 if I was going to tie or go to the last point for him or for his team to win. So like I mean, I felt like I was gonna get there. Like so I like at that point like you can't just focus too much on like the weak score, but like just you still at least gotta do what you can and close out the match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
did what you had to do. Got yourself the win. 3-0 overall in pro now. Really
Yeah.
nice score. Not too many people up there with you. I think only 3 in your conference
Oh,
that are
really?
3-0. Yeah, you, Noe H, and Dankestad, the only 3
Oh,
O's in Pink
and they're on the
Conference.
same team too.
Yeah, they are on the same team.
Wild.
Noe
Oh
H
no,
is a wild player.
also not Bamity and Random Dude on Cheesemongers United.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, all the way down there. I guess they're
I just saw
probably in
2 people that were
WAC
top
conference,
3-0.
right?
Oh yeah, that might be it.
I think this was like cross conference sometimes. I don't know how it works.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked at the
Don't
format
ask
this
me.
season.
Yeah, Ron, Just Concede, they're both 3-0, but still, Lambie's 3-0, German Chef, but still, very, very good company.
Yeah, really strong players in pro this season. Seems like every season pro just gets better and better for THL.
Yeah,
You know,
we're
I
gonna
feel
be
like
the
it's just
next Grandmaster. You know,
yeah,
there's no.
just THL just does better in Masters and Grand and like GM, so that's why we're just getting better players. It's just actually our players are improving.
Yeah, we have like one of, if not the best collegiate player as well, with you, Molstar.
Yeah, we could say on one of them. Wait, so I haven't looked at like the formatting of the season. So how does playoffs pan out for this? Is it like
No,
half
I
the
don't know.
teams still?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Saku, do you have any idea?
Saku might know if you're hanging around that back there.
I think it's still top 4 per
4 of
conference.
each.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
remember if it's 9.
Is that half then?
Yeah, it's we got 16 teams
Yeah.
in pro,
So
so yeah, it'd be 4 per
Oh,
4 of
conference.
okay.
each.
Yep.
It is really tight in Pink Conference here. Now with Mole's win, they'll shoot up to what, 43 points. So in third place in Pink Conference, it looks like, but it's 44, 43, 42,
Yeah, it's
40.
close. It is
So
close.
really tight. Obviously, Rope and Cope up there with 2 3-0 players, kind of running away with Pink Conference. But for that or that second to fourth slot, it's super tight.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really is.
actually, really impactful win here from Molstar, getting
Yeah,
4 points.
yeah, really big. Also, I mean, on the other side, they were kind of out of it and suddenly back in. Bing Bong Big Top with that big win as well.
Oh, from
Week.
before,
You're,
yeah.
you're,
Yeah,
yeah,
the match before.
yeah, yeah. I'm just looking at the shake up there on the week here, and that it's still it's razor thin. It's really tight. I like to see that in
Yeah,
this season.
Mr. Smiteside after this match gonna jump up the 2 that Rami just got plus what, the 3 I believe for winning the week.
Yeah.
So gonna shoot up there right alongside, I think 1 point under
Oh
Molstar
wait,
now.
I think we have the same amount of points now.
Yeah, I think. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
because
either
you're
the
Yeah, yeah.
5 up.
same or
Yeah,
more.
They get
yeah.
the 7. They get the 7. Oh no,
Wait, because
they're
they're
one
up.
above.
They'll get 5, right? So they'll be at 42 and you will be at
No, they get 7
43?
because they. Oh wait, no, yeah, they get 5. They get so 40. Them's
Uh,
42. We are 40. So it is 1 point
Yeah.
yeah,
difference.
they get 5. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And then no pros here still with 4 points out that yeah, it's just super close in Pink Conference. Wow. So really
Anybody's game.
impactful win here from Mole.
What a wild. Yeah, that was a huge win
Wow.
for you. Oh, okay.
I didn't even realize how close Pink Conference was. Super big. That you got the win there, Mole, for your team staying in it.
Yep.
All right.
And what were your
Awesome.
thoughts on one last thing real quick. What are your thoughts on Rami's druid build? That was really odd. I haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either, but I feel like he wanted to like play a Jekthar build, and it supposedly plays faster with Razor Main, but it just has like what for the Beast Druid, it has like the higher end combos with like Oracle plus uh the Frostsaber Matriarch. So
Hmm.
it just plays slightly faster, but like in mirror matchups, it's like it plays around the same speed, but like the higher uh cap out of like the Matriarch turns is what seals the deal. So that's probably what it comes down to if you like want to use Drekthar instead of the ending Matriarch combos.
Yeah, for sure.
Tar Creeper making his comeback.
First time I've seen that card.
Dark Creeper, wow. Oh, wow. All right. Well, thank you again for joining us. Always happy to have you on. Really well played there. Good series, and a good win for you for the season. Any announcements here, Saku, before we finish up for the evening?
Well, it's just our normal, I guess, our normal Challenger series. If anybody's interested in that, I think they start taking registration on Monday, and then it's played on Wednesday, I believe. We also have Hearthstone on Tuesdays, and Thursday's coming in with the actually Challenger series is on Thursdays. I keep mixing those two up. So and while the note is on Wednesdays. So and then we come back to Friday night fights and Saturday, Salty Saturday with Wild 9 hopping that. And then we have Schoolstone kind of mixed in there with the weekend with Roadrunner running those, and then I'm running Sunday Showdown. Back to square one. That is it. I want to thank Molestar for congrats on the win tonight, and thanks for joining us for the interview.
All right, it was a blast.
Take care, buddy. Any final words from our casters before we let everybody go?
Go Sixers.
They're winning.
Plus one.
Turtle.
Winning right now.
Nice. Yeah, always fun to cast, especially with my edit on. Always a blast to be around. So thanks for having me on.
You got it.
Thank you. Likewise.
All right, and this is Saku. And have a great week, everybody. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, chat.
Bye, everybody.